Guys, it's Sharon coming back at you with another 10 HP UIM video. If you remember from the last episode, we finally started our long-awaited Slayer grind, and I basically showed you every task possible that we can do, and basically got you affiliated with how my 10 HP UIM Slayer worked. And if you look at the end of last episode, we ran out of cannonballs trying to get our rune pouch. So let's go and start making our cannonballs, but first we need to go and kill the Ice Queen to get our ice gloves back. Alright, I know I showcased this method before, how to do it with no ult. Hopefully it don't get stacked out here. But yeah, you basically just run all the way to the backside of it here. It'll de-aggro all those ice warriors, right? And then flip the screen. We just set it up on this tile right here. And she's going to hit us real fast. Alright, let's get out of there. But yeah, set it up right here. And once that ice warrior gets out of the way, basically if you fire the cannon on this tile, everything blocks all those ice warriors and it'll only pull the queen. I'll show you in a second. Alright, there we go. We'll fire in. That gets her right there in a nice, easy, safe spot with this ice light. Alright, and down she goes, and there are our ice gloves. Awesome. Alright, and we're gonna start by death storaging to Hispori, because obviously making cannonballs is 100% safe, so we can have a nice, clean inventory. Alright, we grabbed up our graceful, and we are grabbing everything we need to make cannonballs. It actually still makes me nervous leaving our twisted bow in here, even though we're doing something as safe as making cannonballs. And the last thing we did was we grabbed out our coin that's out of the coffer, because we're going to be buying the ore from the blast furnace, so these aren't going to be cheap. So I'm sure I showcased this a million times, but here's a little refresher. If you're new to the channel, basically what I do is I buy the ore from the blast furnace, I put it on the belt on a non-blast furnace world, and then we can hop to a actual blast furnace world, and there it goes, and boom, that processes the ores for us for free, and then we can just use our ice gloves and grab out the bars. Then we teleport to our house. Then we take our mounted glory to Edgeville, and when in Edgeville we just smelt on the furnace. Nice and chill, one of my favorite things to do. Also, as you can see, once we upgrade to the rune pouch, that will condense our runes and it'll give us a whole nother inventory space to have an extra steel bar each inventory, which will increase the balls per hour. I usually say I get about 1k balls per hour doing this. If you go hyper focused, and you could probably get 1.2 to 1.3k balls per hour, but I always just make it nice and simple saying 1k balls per hour. Alright, and if you look at the stack, we're over 10k cannonballs, and obviously we are not stopping there. I'm actually planning to stack the amount of cannonballs that I'm going to think it's going to take to reclaim our rune pouch. And once we get that rune pouch, we'll be able to make these cannonballs faster. So that's why we want to get that rune pouch as fast as we can, because it'll condense the runes and we'll have an extra inventory spot. If you weren't aware, Jagex was planning to release something called the Giants Foundry, which is going to be like a smithing mini game. And as you see right here, one of the proposed rewards is going to be this 8 cannonball mold. So for a long Slayer grind, we're going to have to make hundreds of thousands of cannonballs. This 8 cannonball mold will save us so many hours. So if this thing does eventually come out, that's going to be huge. That's why I don't want to make such a gigantic stack right off the rip, because we could save time if this eventually comes out. And there's 92 smithing, halfway to 99. I know I say it like every smithing level, but it's just so wild that literally all my smithing levels have only come from making cannonballs. And cannonballs don't give that much XP, so that just shows you how many we actually made. Awesome. Alright, and with this steel bar, we are back up to a 30k cannonball stack, which I think should be enough to get our rune pouch back, which we want, because that'll increase the future cannonballs per hour the next time we do a cannonball grind. So let's get back to Slayer. Alright, and here's a quick refresher of our inventory. We got a plus 140 range, and I do still think it's funny that wearing the T-bow lowers our range by so much compared to the crossbow and the armor book. And that's going to be our inventory for Slayer. Okay, so if you look, we're sitting at 412 points, and we need 750 obviously to get our rune pouch back. So let's grab another task, and it is Earth Warriors. So we are starting out, obviously Earth Warriors is the task that we skipped, so we are starting out this episode with negative 30 points. Sweet. Alright, let's grab another task, and it is Hill Giants. Alright. And I might as well show you our Slayer task spreadsheet. As I mentioned in the last episode, these are all the tasks we can get And here are all the XP rates, and then this is where I order them from the most XP rates to the slowest. So if you want to go back and watch last episode, you can see all the methods for every single one of these spots where I went in depth. But basically in this episode, I'm probably not going to bore you with all of my setups and everything like that. Alright, if you look in the chat, after that Hobgoblin task, that's 420 casts completed. Nice, and that gives us that bonus. And yeah, I don't want to show you every single task because I don't want it to be one of those videos where it's like, get a task completed, get a task completed. So I'll probably just check in with you every 10 or so tasks. I don't even know, maybe even more, or when something interesting happens. But yeah, let's get into the heart of this grind. But yeah, as I'm sure you know by now, for our Slayer, we just use a cannon in safe spots. But yeah, I might as well just give you a little refresher. But yeah, that's about it. Alright, so 3 of our first 6 tasks have been Earth Warriors. So we started the episode over 400 points, and we are down to 350. So we are not on a good pace in the crappy slave climb task. Hey, and that is our first medium clue of the episode. And I still haven't decided if we're gonna stack these or open them as we get them. But since it's the first clue of the episode, let's just open it up, and we get nothing. Okay, so we just got an Anku task, and in the last episode I showcased this by running out these DA aggro timers, but I was talking to a friend, Perverse, who's a fellow 10 HP Ironman, and he told me that you don't even have to wait these out, because these Ankus can only hit up to a 9, plus it's a single combat area, so we can not wait out these 10-minute timers and just go in with higher healing food, because when they hit a 9, we can just heal right up to full and not have to worry about dying. So yeah, let's try it out like this, because not having to wait all that time will really increase our XP per hour. Well, where I am right now, I had shitty internet and lagged and died, but we were getting about 17.5k XP, and we almost finished the task. If we didn't lag, we wouldn't have died. So I think that's actually going to be a viable method, even though we died. But we'll be right back there. See, you can see the XP is like still 18k per hour because our cannon's still firing. So I'm going to update our spreadsheet with that. But yeah, you're going to have to be real focused when doing this. So I still may do the de-aggro timer when I'm being lazy. Alright, so if you look in the top left corner, I found a way to put our XP overlays up here. So you'll always be able to see our Slayer and range XP per hour, which is a lot better than me having to show you that sidebar on the right. And with that scary cave bug task, that's 430 tasks completed, and we're up to back to 400 points where we started this episode off. And would you guys look at that? We broke 1k subs. Honestly, I never thought this day would come. This is so amazing. Thank you guys. Hey guys, it's Sharon, and I think what better way to thank you than with an actual personal message and like a little face reveal. Yeah, honestly, can't believe we hit 1. I never thought it'd be there, so I just wanted to cheers to you guys. And I know that means I can actually monetize the channel. That's gonna make there be ads and all that stuff, and who wants to watch ads? So as a thank you, I promise I'm never gonna monetize the channel, so hopefully that'll mean ads for you. But I appreciate every one of you that watches, and I hope to keep the series going strong. Peace out. Hey, and if you look, that's 440 tasks completed, up to 458 points. Alright, since we're going to be doing so many medium clues on this grind, I decided to unlock the Drexel Step, which is going to cost us 1 HP from attacking this Guardian. We're basically just going to recoil him down. There's that attack. We got it. Oh, so now we can just fully recoil him because we got that attack damage. And now we'll be able to do the Drexel Step. If you're wondering, I brewed with these Dwarven Stouts all the way down to 1 attack and 1 strength, so it was a guaranteed 1 hit, so I only got the 1 HP XP there. Alright, and down it goes. See, only 1 HP XP gain. Alright, and now we can just come here whenever we get this step, and this is the closest we're ever going to be getting to finishing Priest in Peril. As long as we don't accidentally bring him 50 Pure Essence while we're doing these clue steps, we'll never accidentally complete it, so it's pretty safe. And we did all that work and made it to step 5, and it is now a drop. So sad. I'm getting really unlucky with my caskets with the medium clues on this. I know it's pretty rare, but basically every medium clue has been a drop so far. Hey, and finally, this is like our 5th Pyrophene task, and we finally got our first superior. Check it out. Flaming Pyre Lord. Hey, and down goes that Pyre Fiend. And I guess we get a clue scroll medium out of it. I lagged, so I didn't actually get to show him actually dying. But that's cool. First superior of the grind. Alright, we got a medium casket. I just want to open this one up. And we got nothing. Alright. Hey, and there's 77 Slayer. It's always nice getting those levels. Hey, and with the end of that task, that's our 450 task completed for the bonus 60 points, putting us at 554 points, getting closer to that room pouch. Hey, and there's 93 range. We don't have too many of these levels left. Oh, and that also bumps us up to 48 combat. I always hate to see the combat go up, but it is what it is. Alright, we got another medium clue casket. I think this is going to be the last one I open, then I'm going to try to stack some. But let's see what we get. And nothing good. And that's 460 tasks. Hey, and there we go. We got another superior. I want to show you the rates for drops we can get off the superiors. I'll throw them up on the screen. Yeah, as you can see, it's not too common from these, and we don't get them too frequently. So in a whole 99 Slayer, we maybe be lucky enough to get 1 or 2 drops. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't really done the math of how much it would be, but yep, that's just so you know. Hey, and down goes the superior, and we got a clue scroll from it. Wow, and right into the other one, the Infernal Pyre Lord. Which is scary about these is this thing I think maxes over our total HP, so I do have to be careful with this guy. Alright, and down goes that one for almost 2k XP, and we get nothing of a drop. Alright, probably won't show you the superiors anymore unless we get one of those sick drops, but yep, kind of interesting. And that's 470 total tasks. Okay, so I'd like to try something. I want to find out what are like true or static Slayer XP per hour doing this grind is. As you know, I made this Slayer spreadsheet with our XP per hour per task, but that is when we are on the location with our cannon set up firing. That doesn't include running to Vinaka getting the task, running to the task getting set up, and any other random thing that can affect XP per hour. So what I plan to do is to grind Slayer straight for like 3 or so hours, trying to be as efficient as possible. That way we'll get good tasks, we'll get bad tasks, and by the time the 3 hours is up, hopefully it should even out to basically being our true Slayer XP per hour rate, at least probably within 1k of what the actual rate will be. So yeah, let's get into that. Okay, so I just logged back and logged back in, so we will be starting at 0. This may not work because I might have to hop world just in case someone's got cannon already set up in one of the locations that we do. But let's get the first task, and it is 34 Ankus. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, we're going to keep our only the Slayer XP overlay up here for us to track it. And yeah, I realize this timer's not really going to work because there's so many different things I'm going to have to world hop for. And I'm actually going to pause this too, like if I have to go to the bathroom or something, because I just want it to be true to the XP rate. I also plan to pause it if I get like a medium clue or something that I want to do, and then right when I finish the clue, I'll re-unpause it and pick up where we left off, because I don't want to miss doing any medium caskets for a chance at our rangers, just because we're doing this little experiment. Hey, and task streak update, 480 tasks, which puts us at 632 total points, getting close to the 750. Alright, we are officially 1 hour into our experiment. You can tell because our XP per hour is the exact same as the XP gained, and we're just over 15k. I think we went a little bit unlucky. We had some good tasks. We've had quite a few bad tasks. So let's see how these next couple hours go and see if we can pick that up a little bit. Alright, and up to 490 tasks. Let's keep on going. Also, if you look, we just hit our 2-hour mark. As you can see, it's double our thing. We're still sitting just over 15.3k. We were almost up to 16k, but then we got like 2 or 3 bad tasks in a row. So it was about the same as last hour. Some good tasks, some bad tasks. So let's see how this last hour goes. So I'm curious here. I just finished the Pyrotein task, but I have a superior. So I wonder if I can still get the Slayer XP for it, even though the task is completed. So it should be interesting. And down goes that superior, and we did get the 1200 XP. So that's awesome to know. Sweet. Alright, we just finished our 3rd hour, and we had better RNG with the task, but we did still have a couple bad tasks, but it bumped us all the way up to 15.8k XP per hour for our whole 3 hours. I do think we kind of overall had bad luck with bad tasks. So I'm just going to round this up, and we're going to say that during this grind, it's going to be 16k Slayer XP per hour. But obviously, I'm probably not going to be fully focused like I was during these 3 hours, so obviously it'll be a bit less. And on top of that, this does not include any of the cannonball making. This is when we were just grinding Slayer. But it's pretty cool to know what our official XP per hour rate is. Alright, and here's a little look at the data from the experiment. I just went over the XP per hour rates, but we used almost 4,400 cannonballs, which in turn mean we used about 1,450 cannonballs per hour, which is kind of cool, which means we use more cannonballs per hour than it takes to make them. So we're going to go through the cannonballs faster than we actually make them. We actually finished 17 total tasks in those 3 hours. And here's all the tasks and the amounts if you want to look at them. The reason why it was so slow, I think we had like 5 K-bug tasks plus cave slime. So every time you got to do one of those casts, it just really kills our XP per hour. So that's why we kind of had a little bit of bad luck. But I thought this was fun and a little interesting to do. We also got up to 3 medium caskets, and I think I want to open them right here, even though it's only 3. I don't think I showed my medium collection log. We've opened 84, and we have got ranger boots, but we wiped with those. That was in the first episode, if you haven't seen that. But yeah, we haven't got any other boots besides that, and I feel like we're pretty much due for some boots. So let's open up these 3 caskets. First one, we got a new unique, a Piscarilius banner in Armor Page 1, which is... And nothing in the second. And the final clue. More nothing. Alright, we got one unique, I guess, which is interesting. And with this Hobgoblin task, you can see that's 500 tasks completed. What a big milestone. Honestly, it makes me curious of how many task streak will be when we finish this. Probably somewhere around 4,000 tasks or so, I'd imagine. And obviously that gives us our bonus of 140 points, which puts us at 834 points, which you know what that means. We can buy our room pouch back. Awesome, look at that. And then we condense our house telly runes, and now that gives us 2 free extra inventory spaces. Awesome. And of course that means we can come to our spreadsheet and tick this off green. This is such a huge upgrade. It's going to be so useful, and I'm glad to have that one back. Oh, and if you see, we only have just over 7,000 cannonballs left, so we drew it up pretty good with the amount of cannonballs to get the room pouch back. Hey, and there's 78 Slayer. How crazy is that it worked out that we actually got that on cave slimes. We were 6 XP off after finishing our last task. Then we got cave slimes, and literally I think we probably maybe get 150 total Slayer XP just from this task, and it worked out that that's where we got the level. But always nice to see a Slayer level come in. And 510 tasks completed. Hey, so we're here with our boy Wismer, who is a 10 HP, who is about to get 1 bill XP. Let me see if I can pull this over. There's a stat. He's a fully max Zerker 10 HP. Insane account. So pretty crazy moment for the 10 HP community. And there it is, 1 bill XP. It's always amazing to see some whatever like crazy achievements our community can do. It's awesome. And that's 520 tasks completed. I'm just thinking, as of now, I probably don't have too much to show you for clips, like, you know. Alright, with this task completed, you can take a look at our cannonball stack, and it's basically empty, so you know what we gotta go do. We must kill ourselves to get our inventory ready for another batch of cannonballs. Alright, so what's going to be awesome about this batch of cannonballs is the fact that we got that rune pouch. So now all our runes are condensed into 1 inventory space. Instead of having to have 2 inventory spaces of runes plus a staff, we get 1 extra steel bar per trip. As well as, since we don't have to wear the staff, we can just chill and flex with our T-bow while we're doing it. So yeah, let's just get to cannonball making. Ooh, who loves the cannonball making content with a little flash of T-bow every once in a while? You gotta love it. Oh, and I figure I might as well mention too, you can actually get this 1 more inventory space better if you get the construction cape. Then you don't even need the rune pouch with the runes to get to your house. That would be the dream. But yeah, we're in a long way from 99 construction. And there's over a 10k stack. Let's keep on grinding. Alright, now we are up over 25k cannonballs. And I was just thinking, I don't know if you guys remember a few episodes ago when we had that setback, when we lost 104k cannonballs. Yeah, right now I'm thinking I really wish we had those back. But let's keep on pushing these cannonballs. Alright, and there is 30k cannonballs, and I think that's where we're going to stop and head back to Slayer. And I know that might have seemed like 15 seconds to you, but that actually takes me about 30 hours. And you add that to the 30k cannonballs we made in the beginning episode, that's about 60 hours of just making cannonballs and then having to use them all. That's going to be well over 100 hours just in this episode. So if you're enjoying it, please do me a favor and hit like or subscribe if you want to check the whole series. But yeah, let's get back on to Slayer. Also, I have to say, going forward, I don't really see so much I can make clips of, so each episodes are progressively probably going to take longer and longer to get content for, so that's just kind of a quick heads up. Okay, and the first task back, 86 orgs. I actually like that one, but honestly, like I said, my task list is so boring, I really don't know what clips I'm going to be making for you. And with this hill giant task, that's 530 tasks. Honestly, I don't know what this guy is doing. He logged in and he sees my cannon literally killing all of these mossy giants, and he just decides he wants to chill and try to compete with my cannon with, I don't even know what he's using, like a, I don't know, dragon skim or something. Alright, and we finished this task, and you gotta be impressed by this guy. I don't know if he just hates world hopping or he's stupid stubborn, but he was there for almost 115 mossy giants, barely being able to get any kills because my cannon was taking aggro on anything, so good on that guy. So I'm back well over an hour later, and this guy is still here. Level 96 with a whip, so obviously not on a task. So I don't know if this is some kind of bot, and I've hopped a couple worlds too, and there's like a lot of people kind of in a similar setup camped out here. Like, see, I hopped to the next world, the exact same setup, a whip and a granite shield, just killing lost giants. So I don't know if they're like grinding for like Snapdragon and Renara seeds because they're so expensive and it's like a bot farm or something. Literally, look, third world in a row, same exact thing. Fifth world, exact same thing. So definitely some type of bot farm here. Alright, I'm done showing you all this. Oh, I missed it. 540 tasks. Hey, and there it is. 79 Slayer. You love to see it. And that's 550 tasks for the 60 task bonus, putting us up back over 250 Slayer points. Nice. 560 tasks. Oh, and look at that. 94 range. Only 5 more range levels to go. Let's go. Oh, and just to peek, we are still 48 combat. That is, didn't boost us up to 49, so that's always nice. I always hate seeing the combat level go up. Alright, here we go. We got 5 medium caskets. Come on, we're still looking for a pair of boots. I think we're overdue for a pair. Let's go. First casket. 88th casket for nothing. Nothing on the next. This is the 90th casket. Nothing. 2 more. Haven't even seen a unique in the last one. Literally awful. Awful 5 caskets right there. Like not even any elks or anything. 570. Hey, and look at that. It's our second Hobgoblin Champion Scroll. Pretty cool. I'm sure we're going to get a shit ton more. But it is always cool seeing that little text. 580 tasks. 590 tasks. So yeah, I've been busy, and it's been about a week since I've seen all these bots at the Moss Giants, and I came back to another Moss Giant task, and here they still are on every world with the exact same gear. It's crazy. Oh, and would you look at that? 600 tasks for a bonus 100 points, up to 524 points. Love to see it. And there it is, level 80 Slayer. Isn't that a beautiful level? I feel like most Iron 10 HP stop at 75 for the Granite Mall. So I feel like we are like fully invested in this grind, pushing to this level. And that's the level to kill Necreals, which we'll never kill because we've never done Priest in Peril, and that's a requirement to get them assigned as a task. But what a beautiful thing. 80 Slayer, love it. And of course, we can come to our spreadsheet and tick off 80 Slayer green. As you can see, this is the first time we can tick off Slayer since starting the series, and I haven't probably mentioned this since I made the spreadsheet, but the Slayer's the biggest because that's like the main goal of my account was to get 99 Slayer when I made it. So that feels nice to actually be progressing in this Slayer. I love it. Alright, so I feel like that is as good a spot as any to end there on our 80 Slayer. In this episode, we got that, and we got the rune pouch. So I feel like we're fully into this Slayer grind. We're actually running pretty low on cannonballs, so we kind of drew up that 80 Slayer perfectly. But yeah, I feel like this episode's got a decent amount of content in it. Honestly, as I mentioned before, going forward, I don't really know what clips I'm going to be able to record because it's basically just going to be getting a task, completing a task, you know, getting XP. These levels are going to be few and far in between. You know, we'll have some medium clues to break it up, and maybe I can think of some other little things to make it a little more interesting, but it's probably going to be close to a month until the next episode comes out, because I'm assuming this next episode is probably going to have 200 or 300 hours of content into it, as this one had well over 100 hours of content into it. So yeah, well, I hope to see you there, and have a good day.